utterly overwhelming and very humbling. You can't quite process it. It's just, it's very surreal. And it's one of those moments. The minute it's gone, you go, oh God, I wish I'd thought of saying something funny or just not. But you just kind of stand there going, I can't. Just this wave of support and enthusiasm and love for it. It's the biggest home crowd I'll ever have, I think, and it's just. Yeah, it's wicked. It's wicked, and it's all about the fans. So to be able to show, I say show them. I mean, I've never seen it either. So to seeing with them for the first time that footage and the trailer, it's just it's great. It's what it's all about. It's giving something back. And their devotion with cosplay, with waiting in line for millennia, for traveling all over the world to be here. They really deserve what they get, and I hope they were happy. We were rehearsing my little entrance today, and I went out and said, have they been here? Oh, yeah, they've been here all day. And I was like, what, literally, yeah, in the heat, yeah. And they're going to queue all night, yeah. I was like, oh, this is ridiculous. Can I just go over and talk to some of them and thank them and say, well done? I mean, it's ridiculous. And I did, and a little bit of hell broke loose, and it was lovely. It was really nice. It was just nice to sort of see people up close and just say thank you.
The fantastic honour of watching the trailer, sort of 6 feet close to you, and just feeling the love with everyone's just so passionate and willing us for our movie, and it's lovely to see the fruits of our labour on screen and what Scott Derrickson has really been up to, and this auteur and visionary of showing us what this world is like, and the idea of astral projection, and bringing us into, to set the tone of what our movie is about. I just really felt the love. It was a little bit terrifying. I mean, like 7,000 of screaming love, but it's kind of, I'm happy to be on stage with it.
It was such a great buzz and so much, just so much fun to do, and I was really glad to be here and be able to show the trailer to people, and especially that crowd of people, because they were just so behind it, and so it was really exciting, actually. I'm so intrigued by it, because obviously in the process of shooting it is one thing, and then you have some sense of what it's going to be like in its kind of visual style and language, and then you get the chance to see bits of it, and I just feel like I think Scott's just doing an amazing job with the film, and it's so unique and bold and quite beautiful, and so I think those things are great. I'm really excited for it. It's so broad as well, and there's so many great characters and great films, and I was a huge fan, like everybody else, such a huge fan of the way that Guardians just kind of went off in a kind of different direction, and I feel like this film has some of that sort of element in a completely different way, and so I love that. I love the scope of it. I love how broad it is, and it just sort of seems to expand as much as an imagination, and that's really exciting to be part of.
Well, I've never tried it before, so I didn't know what to expect. I've done other Comic Cons, which are great and fantastic, but this is apparently the one. You can just tell that people come here with a product, and it's highly anticipated, and there's a lot of love in the room, let's put it that way. We're up there and we're presenting something that's new to us and new to them, but they're already embracing it and screaming and shouting, and then something else pops up and you hear an enormous scream, and you're not really sure what that is, but apparently it's enormous, right? So, this is definitely, Marvel films have to be so grateful for their fan base, because they are so dedicated. I've never seen anything like it. We had a clip that obviously the audience have not seen, and neither had we. So for us, I'm not sure we really took in the reaction from the audience, because we saw it for the first time. And it is a film with a lot of magic. And we've been standing there doing our gestures in front of a green screen. So we were just very pleased that it didn't turn out it was just a door opening and closing in the background. It was actually very magical.
It was amazing to be out there and watch all these movies being unveiled in their various forms. I can't believe I'm a part of it. I felt more like a fanboy today than a director. It was awesome. I was backstage, so it was hard to see, but it looked like there was a big smoke reveal, smoke screen reveal of Benedict as Doctor Strange. And of course, when the light came on, it was like one of the Beatles was in Hall H. It was mayhem. It was awesome. People love him. It's incredible, and watching all all those movies and watched every panel, and every one of them got me excited. I was really moved by the Black Panther cast and director talking about the movie. I felt like something brand new is coming that I just have never seen anything like, and I lost my voice screaming at the Guardians 2 materials because Baby Groot was like the greatest thing I've ever seen, you know.
No, it's so crazy. It's an odd and honored feeling that we were saved for last. We had a great big productions, and the applause, the excitement from the crowd is just overwhelming. But you know what really is cool about that is you really see how people just embraced the first film, and they really embrace these characters, and they just love them so much, and they're so excited. So it's such a great feeling, man. It's a little overwhelming. You know, it's a little overwhelming, but it's incredible. We were all so excited to see it that literally when the lights went out, we all, as a whole cast, jumped down on the floor so we could look up and watch this. But that's how, you know, we're excited as well, because although we're all on the film, there's a lot of the parts that we didn't see that were filmed, you know, with other characters, and we haven't seen it. So we're just fans just as much as anybody else. I was coming here as a fan before I was coming here to work. So it's more odd for me to be here on this side. I'm used to being on the other side, and watching the panels and watching all the superheroes that I love on film. So it's still a little bit odd for me to be on this side, kind of on the inside looking out when I was always on the outside looking in. It's a little bit weird, but it's kind of a cool thing because I really understand that. I really understand the emotion that's involved in how much you embrace these characters and love these characters and can possibly be disappointed. So we want to deliver, and I, as a fanboy, I want to deliver. I take pride in that. So hopefully, I'm pretty confident that people are going to love this film.
It was pretty amazing. It was a little bit overwhelming and actually really beautiful. It was such a sea of love out there, and people just love the film so much, and to be a part of it is a real privilege as an actor. So I just felt really lucky to be up there. And I was just as excited as everyone, I think, to see the footage because I haven't seen anything yet. So yeah, it was great. It's sort of like really, really touching, and I feel like I'm going to cry. And I just think it's such a rare thing in the world, and like on a meta level, to have something that people care so much about. And I think the beautiful thing about Marvel films, as a general note, is they're just so entertaining. They're just pure, wonderful entertainment, and there's something for everyone. I mean, tonally, they're all so different. But to have something in the world that sort of brings that to people, and to have people so passionate about it, I think is a really, really important and special thing. So, when we were standing to waiting to go onto stage, and someone was saying people have been camped out for 24 hours, I just thought it was incredible, And so you want to make it wonderful for them.
We went down into Hall H and we showed some stuff from Guardians of the Galaxy 2. We showed a clip from the movie. We showed a little special San Diego Comic-Con teaser. We showed a little bit of behind the scenes because we created a ride for Guardians of the Galaxy for Disneyland theme parks. It's Disneyland here in California. And we had a bunch of jerky Ravagers on stage who came up and heckled us all the way throughout. So it was quite an experience in Hall H. The fans here, so many of them who came to Hall H, waited out in line for 36 hours to get in there for a short glimpse of Guardians. I really appreciated it. It's an amazing type of love to feel from the audience, and I hope they know how much I care about them, and that's my greatest interest, is creating something for them that is different from anything else that's out there, and that's what Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 was, and I think Volume 2 is even more so.
Here's my sister.
Hi!
Fancy seeing you here.
I'm her sister.
Adopted sister.
There was a lot of excitement. We were able to show a little sneak peek of what we've been up to this year, which has been a lot of fun, and it's the first time for us to watch it. So we feel right now just like the fans, super excited, super hyped, and we can't believe we have to wait till May.
It was so good. The footage was so good.
It's really inspiring, and it's also how could we not bring a film like this that is it's like in the epicenter of what we define as fandom. So for us to not come to a convention that was created for the sole purpose of celebrating what you're so devoted to is ludicrous, right? And over here, what we get from as actors that are in these movies, I mean, it's infectious. All this great energy, all this support, all this love makes you feel excited to do what we do and makes us want to do it even better, next time. Nebula and the Ravagers are kind of like
Nebula doesn't mind a Ravager, Boyd. She's all right with those.
She's always been that crazy little sister, I have to say.
Man, wild, yes. It was a great energy. Marvel showcased footage for all their upcoming films. We got to cap it off, and that felt great. People really responded, it seemed like, and it's just great to be back here in Hall H at Comic-Con, where really the Guardians franchise was born.
Those people have been in their seats for 9 hours,
yeah,
or most of the time anyway. And what's nice at the end of the day, you got to show that footage, and when you're on the set every day, you hope you're doing good. But it's nice to see that reaction. They were perfect for it. When Chris and James, I guess, were the guys who kind of like said, yeah, Kurt Russell would be the right guy for that. That verifies that choice, and that's a good feeling because it's a big part of making the movie work. I'm really impressed with what I saw tonight. I think this movie is going to be absolutely great.
The fans of Comic-Con, you look at a group of people who are just having fun. They are passionate about the various worlds, and one of them being the cosmic Marvel Cinematic Universe, and we're a big part of that. And so people are really passionate. They love these characters. They just love these movies. It's a big part of their life because they get to have fun. I saw so many kids today dressed up like Groot or Rocket or Star-Lord, and it's just, I don't know, it's really moving. I legitimately got moved to tears on stage up there seeing that footage. I'm just so proud of the movie.
When you remember that the word fan is short for fanatic, this place reminds you of it. Yeah. They're fanatic people about what they watch, and they love this franchise. I mean, I came to it late and had to, play catch up, and it's just a blast to see people who love his character. The baby Groot in this thing is just going to be spectacular. But they love all the characters, and it's all about James Gunn's ability to create a story that you get interested in, and he does it very quickly.
James had the idea he wanted to have the Ravagers be a part of our panel. So what happens is the Ravagers, James Gunn's introduced. He comes out, says hi to the audience. Everybody's applauding, and he's having a great time. And when he starts talking, he starts getting interrupted by all this bunch of mutts coming in from all angles, from the audience perspective, walking through the crowds, walking through the audiences, causing havoc, and just abusing James Gunn the whole way. Hall H is just so big, and every fan in there is screaming and hollering. So it's, really, in between each introduction, there's like a good 4 minutes of screaming. You just got to let it go. You can't fight it, right?
Actually, it's the first time that I saw the footage, So I saw my character, of course, for the first time, like completely, with the CGI, really cool. And also the everything else was so cool. And the excitement of, being in the room and everyone yelling, and it was really special. It was my first Comic-Con, so. It was one of my dreams to be in a Marvel movie, to play an alien, to do weird things, and that's what I did. So no, it's great. I mean, was just a gift to play this character, like written so well by James. I think James is a genius.